All right, it's Player Talk Radio. It's DJ Kuda. We are back at the helm of tonight's show. Good afternoon, good evening. We are in the building, man. If you got any questions, you can email me at playertalk8@gmail.com. That is playertalk8@gmail.com. Also, if you would like to be on the show, would like to send a question in, or you want me to do a show for you guys, definitely hit me up at playertalktv@gmail.com. That is playertalktv@gmail.com. Let's start tonight's show. We're going to be talking about why women don't like the pill system. And we're also going to be talking about books. What type of books are you guys reading? Because a lot of you fake red pillars, which y'all do, is y'all just get your content off the internet and y'all don't go out in the real world and do some of these things. Y'all do not have no real information on the information. And we're going through just a whole nother time in life where the conversion rate of what happens in a book versus what happens in real life versus what happens on a video that you can just watch is not the same type of game. So, I like to talk about game and the soak up, and I like to talk about education on the game. But without further ado, before we start tonight's show, we're going to get into the mix, man. Shouts to that boy Fabulous. We're going to start tonight's show. Let's get it, man. It's Player Talk Radio. We in the building. Let's go.
Damn, ma, I love you like the lie. I get a rush from your touch, sorta like a high. I used to adore your presence, now I'm like a buy. Kept it 100 with you, what give you the right to lie? We in two different spaces, and you done turned Gemini, completely changed faces. You wouldn't understand even if you tried. You never find enough.
Now in the mix with the young DJ Kuda.
I don't know who told you that. My shoes might wanna tiptoe in that. Walk slow with that. I'm the same, ain't changed, but the haters where homies at. Got me like, damn, where my homies at? Can't hold me back. You just can't bite the hand that feeds you, especially when the hand's illegal. Yes, you couldn't see the lesson learned. I'm guessing it was just my time to learn the hard way. Can't always trust the ones you love. I think I remember you. Probably not. You look so familiar too, but you just wouldn't do this to me. I know you just wouldn't do this to me. Not you, not you. I'm sorry, I must have you confused.
Yeah. You gotta take the good with the bad. Love what you got, remember what you had. Always forgive, but never forget. Learn from mistakes, but never regret. I feel like it's never forget. You wanna take off, go ahead, rev up the jet. Ain't gotta act like our paths should never have met. Let's be happy apart instead of together upset. I got the least out of something I put the motion to. It's fucked up when assholes are who we toasting to. You remind me of somebody that I used to know. Me and that other you weren't introduced before. And I don't like that belly voice. I don't like that shit.
I don't like that shit.
It's gonna fill your space. That's still the case. Get burning.
I think I remember you. Probably not. You look so familiar too, but you just wouldn't do this to me. I know you just wouldn't do this to me.
It's Player Talk Radio. We in the building. Let's go. Let's get it, man. Let's
I'm
go.
sorry I must have you confused, cause that can't be love. You took advantage of a good thing, and that ain't a good thing. Take it how you want. Oh, I guess you forgot how I used to hold on to
night she was going through it, crying on my shoulder. And did a 360, it's like she got colder. Starting to regret all the things that I showed her. But I'm a rider, she used to be my roller. I guess the general just lost his best soldier. I thought I built some type of bond and got close to her. She must be to me more, cause your boy goes to her.
You're now in the mix with the young DJ Cuda.
Tonight we gon' be going in.
On the ones and twos.
Let's get it.
On Player Talk Radio.
I know you just wouldn't do this to me. Not you, not you. I'm sorry, I must have you confused.
All right, we in the building, man. This Player Talk Radio is DJ Cuda. Back at the helm of today's show. Got a great show for y'all. Give me 1 second.
So go and Google alpha female, beta female, alpha male, and beta male, and read their characteristics. And then you'll know and you'll understand, why a lot of these beta males want to be alpha males and claim to be alpha males. Because they have an insecurity and they have excuses for everything. And they talk more than they act.
Oh, really?
They talk more than they do. And this is one of the signs of a beta male.
Oh,
so
really?
You gotta be smart. You gotta do your research. You gotta be very observant.
Oh, be smart. Do your research.
Women are naturally more clever than men.
There it is,
when it
right
comes
there.
to thinking.
There it is, right there. Women are more naturally clever than men when it comes to thinking, huh?
It's
like
just a
that
natural
is
gift
there.
that we're born with, and
There is there.
as you can see, a lot of women are always onto their man. They're always like 2 steps ahead. They already know what's going on.
Really?
It's just natural. So
And see, that's the thing, fellas. Because in the game, you're naturally 2 to 3 steps, or you should be naturally 2 to 3 steps ahead of her. This is why you have to be steps ahead, because she thinks she knows it. And then the thing is that when you're 2-3 steps ahead of her, and she clearly sees that, okay, she's steps ahead of you, but you're a couple steps ahead of her, she gets mad at you because you didn't validate the steps that she took in her little ass brain to realize. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when you know you're a girl, you're like, look, I know that's what you're doing it for. Oh, no, you don't. Yes, I do. That's why. Never mind. You know what I'm saying? These bitches dump niggas that actually knows them. For real. This is some real shit. So, this is what I'm saying. They get mad because you didn't validate that they're 2 or 3 steps ahead, or they feel that their steps are better than yours, which is why they should take it. See, her thinking that she's smarter than you, she already offended you by suppressing or attempting to suppress your natural ability to lead. Because if you're a leader and you're 2 steps, never mind, man. Y'all niggas, man. I'm tired of explaining this shit. I've been explaining this shit for years. Like, I'm just tired, bro. I feel like Alan Roger Curry. I'm gonna go and say it. I feel like Ron Wills. I feel like BGS. I feel like Thinking Man's Templar. You can pinpoint me back 2-3 years ago saying the exact same shit I'm about to say today. I'm tired. Anyway, and I hate repeating myself. That's another thing, cause I don't learn too much repeating myself. I just learn how to enunciate and say things different ways. Anyway, basically, she offends you in a certain way because she believes her course of action is better than your course of action. Her course of action is going to be feminine, and your course of action is going to be masculine. Your course of action is actually going to lead to both of you, whereas in her mind, her course of action has only been used to lead herself. Let's talk about it. Let's get into the game. It's DJ Cuda. Let's go. let's talk about it. The black pill. The black pill is straight up truth. Even though today's show is a red pill show. Y'all haven't really gotten into my black pill shit. I got some black pill shows that's out there, but today's show is a red pill show. Okay? Women do not like the idea or the thought of these pills. And it's actually funny. A lot of the women that come over here into the manosphere, they believe that they are red pill women. And being around men and things like that, that is not how a woman becomes red pill. See, a woman has to be red pill without her actually knowing it. And that's why when you have a guy that is purple pill and essentially he's out here dating, he knows that a woman is not going to be fully red pilled. A lot of women are becoming pseudo red pilled because feminism has shown its ass time and time again. And you got a lot of these fake black broads out here, but then you got some real ones too. But you just got to distinguish. A lot of them, but they become red pilled sort of, or in their mind, because they feel that they reject feminism, or they actually do reject feminism. You know, they had an adverse effect and things like that. And I mean, that's what happens with the hive mentality. You know, when women have a hive mentality, there's just going to be some things that you got to write off just for having a hive mentality. You know, a lot of women like to claim that they're different, and a lot of the ones that are actually different get put into a different space. You know, when you take the red pill, one thing that comes with it that you need to pay attention to is that you're a good judge of character. And being a good judge of character, you learn this skill too for women. And it may make you come off as picky or things like that. You know, you start to get a preference, but you know the game. And not every woman is gonna be what you look, be what you like, or be visually appealing, or be the type of women that that you go for. And this is where a man learns to have standards, and at the same time he learns to be more realistic about his standards, because nobody's perfect, not even him. And being red pilled and woken up out of that situation to really understand that nobody's perfect, not even yourself, is a reality that a lot of people cannot come, in terms to, understanding. And damn, my shit didn't even show up. My bad, y'all. I'm over here scrolling. He knows not every woman that he's gonna come in or encounter is gonna be visually appealing, hence where the term comes from, the Matrix. I'm gonna have another show for you guys tonight, and we're gonna talk about the woman in the red dress that was on the movie The Matrix, and what a lot of that stuff symbolizes and stuff, because that movie definitely woke up a lot of people. But what I think what that movie also did was emancipate men in a lot of cases globally from their reality of women and the pill. But I'm not giving The Matrix the fucking title of, oh, it started MGTOW. No. Because when people hear that, that's what they're going to think. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Nor the price of tea in China. But anyway, women don't like the idea of men classifying themselves with pills, because there was a audience over at the Black Manosphere. The Black Manosphere has a peculiar type of audience of women, but these are women, and a lot of these women like to come into male spaces just to hate and flag channels and stuff like that. Whereas men don't go over to feminist channels and hate and flag and do all of this debauchery. We, just real men, we just stay clear of all of those things, you know. But what we will do though, which is fair game, is we'll make a video. You know, we'll talk about your talking points. We'll, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna go out of my way unless I'm looking for content or something, or just, you know, if I'm studying female nature and I want to hear, you know, there's many different ways to be a hunter, and sometimes the hunter is hunting for information. When you take your red pills daily, what you guys are essentially doing is getting a crumb. And you get another crumb. And then you get another crumb. And then a crumb. And then a crumb. And then a crumb. And then eventually you're going to have some cake. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to have some cake. And that cake is going to be some humble pie. Because all of those truths and crumbs that you put together are going to be real raw information. And different things that women do would just not have an effect on you no more. You know, different things that women do it just won't have an effect on you no more. And these things and some of the things that they say, you know, is gonna really jumpstart your game. You know, because I'm not teaching you guys to just clearly just take the black pill and just isolate yourself. See, the niggas that take the black pill, they on some other shit when they hear this information. But a lot of them, they red pill themselves. So don't be triggered by what you hear. Rule number 1. Another thing too is that when they hear this information and they're like, okay, well, you know, they just skip the dating coach. They're not trying to listen to how to get women, or trying to be nicer to women, or properly learn how to date and this, that, and the third. They've taken the truth to the point where they're like, listen, man, I'm not gonna learn the game. I don't want to. I have no interest in learning about bitches. I've learned enough. I know what's going on. I don't care about these hoes. For real. I'm just gonna do me. And when they take that black pill, that's attractive to women. You see, a woman will stick around a man that says he doesn't care about her in long enough to make him care. And once he cares about her and she's solidified that he cares about her, depending on her attraction to him or what she wants out of this man, which is basically his approval, that's the gasoline. Once that runs out, she don't care about him. It's like a cat and yarn. Once you give that cat that ball of yarn, the game is over. It's no fun anymore. So the black pill is knowing that, okay, well, you have a boat and you are a fisherman and you go out on your boat and you catch your fish, show it to your friends, you throw it back in the water. You know what I'm saying? Then when a woman wipes you up, she gets you to sell your boat, and then she'll be mad at you that you don't have a boat, to quote the late Patrice O'Neal. So what I'm saying is that, you know, women, you have to know the type of creature that you're dealing with. And they don't want that. The name of the game is to not let you know that, because once you realize that you're dealing with a creature and stuff, that creature's at your mercy in a lot of cases, because the creature doesn't understand himself. You guys get dogs, cats, birds, and all different types of pets. And its animalistic nature is to know that it needs to eat, it needs to shit, and it needs an environment to live, and maybe a companion. And that's on a animalistic level, which a lot of women don't want to admit that we're animals, or they just don't like that term. Just use a better term, because that just, you know. we desire the same thing. But when one animal becomes smarter than the other one, it seems that he becomes the owner. You know? But if you don't understand that you're an animal and you have a visceral side to yourself, you'll never understand a woman's animal nature. You have to have an understanding of nature. And when you understand nature, you have to have an understanding of the goals of nature. What is the goal? What are we doing? And we understand that. We understand procreation. The gift that a man gives a woman is a baby. She can't create one by herself. And upon caring for him, if she cares for him, that's his second chance to get her to care about anything other than herself. I did a video not too long ago, and we're not going to go too much deeper into why women don't care about the pills, because honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't give a fuck that they don't care about the pills. I do. And that's enough for me, and that should be enough for you. Now, let's get into the game. Let's get into the shit that I want to talk about. Fuck that. If y'all look around and y'all look at all these shaming tactics and stuff that they use against us and stuff, y'all will realize that you shouldn't even be caring about what the fuck this bitch is thinking. Don't be her first, is you first, man. Start caring about yourself. You're not bitter, but you may be hurt. You're not gay. You don't hate yourself. You don't bash women. You don't have a small penis, no homo. I don't know that. You know, there's a lot of different things you get called a bunch of things, you know? And as a man, you know, your frustration becomes greater because you got to read all of these books and go out in the field and get rejected and apply for jobs and be hardworking, be in the gym, know how to dress, have a mouthpiece, have swag, look good, be over 6 feet, make over 6 figures, and have more than 6 inches, you know, the 666. Ain't gotta do all of these things, all to be on the level of a bitch that don't have nothing but a damn pussy, man. Real talk. You gotta be this amazing ass nigga. And what does she bring to the table? You know you talking to a real nigga, right? It's DJ Cooter, man. You know what it is. You know how we do it, man. It's Player Talk Radio. It's Player Talk TV. You know I'm going to give you the game. Straight lace, no chase, just like Freebase, man. Let's get it, man. You got to do all of this shit. You got to be a man. And you have to understand the type of man you are. You have to step outside of yourself. Soak up this red pill information and move yourself into a space where you don't second guess yourself. You draw your line in the sand. Stop listening to what these bitches are telling you, man. And you'll get that freedom. And that freedom, you're not going to delude yourself. You're going to know exactly who you are. And she gonna give you them draws, man. You gonna be thrusting. You gonna be up in them waters. Splash warning. Splash warning. All right, but let me stop playing, man. Let me stop joking, man. I want to motivate you guys. So, let's start today's show. Hold on. Let's get into it. We're going to get into the book segment of today's show. Let's go. Hold on, even 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let's get it. Hold on. Hold up. Anyway, I'm gonna do this shit when I finish tonight's show. Alright, we in the building, man. It's Player Talk Radio. Let's get into the second segment of the show, man. Like I said, man, women aren't what you think they are, man. Y'all cannot believe me all y'all want. So listen, man. It's DJ Cuda. Hold up. I got that flame for y'all. So let's see. We're gonna get into the bigger picture. Hold on. We're gonna get into the bigger picture, man. I'm just kicking it. Like I said, I like to do shit like, fuck. I like to. Let me stop. All right. What books are y'all reading? And I actually wanted to do this show. I might do another version of this, but we just gonna check it out. My shirt is wrinkled, I know. It's alright. I read all different types of books, man. And like I tell y'all, when I tell y'all I know certain things, I had the thoughts about it, and I actually put it together, and I actually took action, and I went out to get certain books on certain topics and stuff like that. Like I got all kinds of books around here. I got books on neuro-linguistic programming, NLP. We could talk about the swish pattern, talk about some real hardcore psychology. I'm also very much a spiritual person. And I like books like by Carl Jung. I love Carl Jung. He's one of my favorite philosophers. You know what I'm saying? When I start getting deeper into the game, black people don't know no shit like this, bro. Not too many black people know about this shit, dog. That's what I'm telling you. You dealing with a serious ass nigga, man. Carl Jung, this is really good. The Undiscovered Self. He talks about, hold on. He talks about like manhood and all kinds of different, He talks about a whole bunch of different things, man. This is a really good book. Also, I did a personality test and I found out that I'm a INFJ. And he was reportedly an INFJ. There's actually a recording that I need to listen to. That I'm gonna listen to on my own spare time. But what I'm doing is I'm in here kicking it with y'all, chopping up some game. Another thing is The Pimp's Bible by Alfred Bilbo Golson, The Sweet Science of Sin. I'm gonna show y'all some serious ass books on today's show. Y'all be thinking I'm playing, and I'm gonna give y'all some game behind all of them. Okay, thank you for watching my videos. I'm gonna show you some real shit. You know, I wanna be really transparent with y'all. This is a really good book. I've lost this book and bought this book about a good 6, 7, 8 times, bro. So if I was around you in life and you found this book, I know my mother found this book in my room. A couple of my exes found this book. I always kept this book with me. I always judge a man by his library, and I keep a bunch of nice books. I got other books here that I'm not gonna show y'all. Well, I can't show y'all. It's gonna be a long show. It's gonna be like 3 shows if I show y'all my whole library. Some of these books have gone through some of these books have gone through really rough phases in my life. So I'm gonna be a little open with y'all today. Go get this book. This is a really good book. Go listen to my Pimp series. I talk about this book and I read excerpts from this book. This is a very good book. You need to go out and you need to go get this book. I got another book that Farrakhan sent to me. There's a red version of this book, but this is a good book too. I got a lot of books on black history and things like that. And this is The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews from the Nation of Islam. Number 2 is a red book and stuff. And this is a really good book. It kind of shows y'all, you know, the different, you know, chapters and context about, you know, the slave trade and stuff like that. There's even pages in this book that shows you like receipts from, you know, niggas that got, you know what I'm saying? And the good part about having like a great camera is that I got up and I took some of my hard-earned money and bought a camera so that if I'm flicking through the pages, you can actually see the words. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm looking at my other camera, there's a camera right here that I can look at. And I got a lot of stuff going on, man. One of the books that you need to tighten up your game as a real thorough player is this book by Robert Greene, which is The Art of Seduction. Also, and see, I got like dust on these books. I'm a book geek, bro. I love the smell of books. But this is a really good book right here, The Art of Seduction. And there's a lot of game in this book also. And one thing I like about Robert Greene's books is that on the sleeves of his books, he also has, you know, different stories and, you know, different interpretations of different things, like the Cold Coquette, and you learn about the rakes, and you learn about the sirens and the different types of women. So if you guys are looking for some really good books, man, you know, you need to, you know, step your game up and get y'all some good books. Now, reason why I'm telling y'all to read these things is because when these hoes be trying to tell you all of this dumb shit, y'all gotta have something to, I wouldn't say to combat it. Now my shit wanna act stupid and knock shit over. My bad, y'all. Anyway, when these hoes start telling you all this other stuff, you guys need to have a reference point to be like, what is this bitch talking about? Cause these hoes, they lie to themselves, so they think lying to you is gonna be like an alternative, like that shit gonna work and shit. Is like, bitch, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Do you know what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And to be real thorough is to know what you're talking about. One of my favorite books and one of my favorite authors from back in the day that came up, as y'all should know, is my boy Tariq Nasheed. I definitely supported that brother. I still support Tariq Nasheed to this day. What is that? Oh, okay. That's in my other camera. See, now it's gone. Anyway, my bad. So, and I definitely support Tariq Nasheed, man. You know what I'm saying? Hidden Colors 5. You know what I'm saying? I got that on the way, so I'm gonna definitely watch that. I've been to 3 out of the 5 for the most part of the Hidden Colors screening and stuff, and I donated to, like, I think the first 4 or the first 2 or 3 and stuff. So you know what I'm saying. But one of the books too, and the sisters need to read this, is The Art of Gold Digging. This is a very good book. Some of these things that these hoes are doing, you cannot blame them for doing some of the things or some of the moves that they're making with some of the guys that they have in their lives. But you know what I'm saying? And this gives you a fair balance of the game. You understand what I'm saying? And we're gonna talk about this a little bit later, but we're gonna talk about with the other authors like Roosh V. When these books came out, that was when like the pickup artist game and everything was like pretty big and stuff like that. And when a dating coach ascends to his highest level, he can either take like 2 or 3 routes. He can still talk about what he's talking about. He can either go the spiritual route, or he can either you know what I'm saying, go the route where he wants to teach women the game. So you know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that a little bit later. But The Art of Gold Digging was a good is a good read, and it's a good book, and it teaches women how to be thorough. Now, when you read a book like this, it's gonna make you double down on your red pill shit, because you're now gonna realize how sloppy these hoes are these days. How these hoes are not handling their business. How they not handling the game. How they come to the table taking off. Look, niggas are very simple creatures, ladies. If you're gonna at least come to the table taken from it, we at least gonna be like, can you at least delude us and bring something to the table? And that's what they do too sometimes. They delude you and bring something to the table, make it seem like, you know, like it's good, or you're gonna get, you're gonna get your bang for your buck or whatever, or they're worth it type shit. But a lot of these bitches, they come into the table not even worth it. Like, it's to the point where it's like, we think it's so easy, or they think it's so easy, that they don't have to come to the table with it being, they don't have to come to the table being worth it at all. And then when you start to really question these women, they're not even worth it. And it never was worth it. But a guy will still take them because he still views that as a damsel in distress. Or when she does things to act, youthful, he still thinks that it's a kid that needs help. And they take advantage of your nature, man. But let's move on to the next book. What I got here? The Natural. And I still got my bookmarks in some of these because I still read them. But my game comes from myself. I get up and I go out and I do things. You dig? This is a really good book. Really good book. Okay? And a lot of women will look at this and be like, see, he reads those books, and those books got his head fucked up. No, the books don't have my head fucked up. I use a lot of these books to reassure the shit that I'm talking about, or to at least have a conversation with a like-minded individual stimulantly, mentally. And when you guys just look at the content on the internet, y'all don't get this knowledge. Also, I read spiritual books. I have the actual book. Damn, this book got fucked up. I rebought this book like 5 times too. There's a purple one also that I got laying around here. But this is the Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And you know what I'm saying? He's actually on the internet. Look at that nigga in the eyes. He's enlightened. He's very enlightened. And The Power of Now was a really good book. It's a yellow book. I have it here somewhere. And these are the principles of it. So the principles alone was deep, that he had to write a book on the principles. So practicing what's in that book, this is the book right here. And one cool thing that he talks about, especially in this book, is called watching the thinker. And that's just to detach from yourself and listen to your mind. And just don't judge it and stuff like that. But you take note. Is it more positive? Is it more negative? Is your mind telling you more positive things on the daily? Or is it telling you more negative things on the daily? And to sit back and to be able to judge. And it's to be fair. And not even just with other people, but with yourself. Another book. I don't have the cover for this book or the sleeve. But this is The Mystery Method. This book right here is the book that actually started it all. Let me give y'all some real game. Alpha Male Strategies, Obsidian, any type of dating coach right now that you know. This is a compilation right here of where a lot of them got their game. Just about. Not even the Tariqs and stuff like that. We're going to talk about that. The Tariqs and stuff were before this book. And this book right here, you're going to hear a lot of what Obsidian is going to be talking about is going to be coming from this book. This book right here is the original holy grail of the pickup industry. This book right here solidified the pickup artist. This book right here started the pickup artist. This book is a compilation of a lot of game put together. And this book was very mainstream, and this book started a lot. You'll hear aspects in this book like peacocking, IOIs. This book started the terminology and stuff. So this book is a whole different show. Actually, I'm gonna set this book to the side because we gotta talk about that book. Cause these little niggas that y'all want to listen to, I told y'all I'm a real nigga, bro. I got the game. We're going to talk about that book. There's some other books, too, that I got to put y'all on to. I'm a real nigga, bruh. I'm telling you right now, son. I got the game, bruh. We're going to talk about that. Also, this book, speaking of pickup artists and dating artists, and you can actually see my background. Y'all can see the studio. Y'all want to see the studio? See the my keyboard lighting up? Look at that. Nigga around equipment. See that? That's my DJ set. Them lights over there? DJ set. See this right here? That's my interface. See that? Look. That's my interface right there. Niggas talk about some show your work. I'll show you my work. But this book right here is called Bang by Roosh V. This book gonna be worth a lot of money in the future. It's been pulled from the shelves. You could probably go somewhere and still find this book. Amazon pulled it out. You know. Damn, y'all can really see my mixer. Look at that. I changed up the colors over here, so I can do like a telephone. Anyway. I got hella game, dog. Roosh V right now, he's teaching women and stuff. And see, on the books that y'all get, it says Roosh V. My joint says his whole government. So, I had to keep my books. I always keep my books. There's some prized possessions that I always keep. I got some $200, $300 books here. I don't think I'm going to show y'all too much of those, though. This is a really good book that you guys need to get. Rest in peace to our sister, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. This is the ISIS Papers. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand the black community. And you got to understand truth. This is the ISIS Papers, man. Go get this book from my girl, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. She's from DC also. So I want y'all to go get some of these books. Hopefully y'all writing these books down, man. I'm just giving you a taste what's in my intellect. You understand what I'm saying? This is just a taste. Now, I got the actual book to this. And it's coming up. This is an actual small joint. This is a smaller version of Neil Strauss's The Game. Now, this book came because of the mystery method. And I actually want y'all to get these two books. Go get The Game and go get the mystery method. And these are some old books. These books have been through hell and reunited. These are some serious ass books about women and their nature and other people's, dealings with them and, what they go through. I know I got money in some of these books. I use dollars and shit as my I love the smell of books, new or old. And some of them got mildew smell on them because I had to recover them. But got put through hell through certain times. But man, y'all go get this. This is the rules of the game. So just like that Eckhart Tolle book, these are the rules of what's in the actual book. That book's coming up. I actually see it right here. This is another book by Carl Jung. And a lot of these books, y'all can't just jump out there and read them. Y'all gotta do your homework on a lot of these books. Some of these books are not no easy ass reads. You understand what I'm saying? These aren't no easy reads. So y'all gotta listen to what I'm telling y'all, man. I'm giving y'all some heavy game. So when I give y'all the game, understand I know what I'm talking about. Now, I haven't fully read all of these books. I've read the majority of them. Hold on. The sun's going down. So my so my background is failing. Let me move this boom arm. Hold on, y'all. All right. Not bad, y'all. My bad. I use my I got a lot of shit laying around. All right, let's get back into it. Another book, and whichever one stands out to you, go get it. I need to clean my books though. Every once in a while, I go over them with a rag. I need to do it again. No More Mr. Nice Guy. This is another good book, and I got books from black authors and stuff. You know, books from Rosebud and stuff. So you know, this is a really good book. It talks about the actual nice guy, and you'll see some of the traits that you have also. And also too, let me tell y'all something. When y'all read some of these books, and y'all been around this red pill information, because damn near I gotta go back and reread all of these books. Damn, I need to really clean this book. This book is really dusty. But you know what? I actually like it dusty. I'm gonna show you a big dusty book. That's the one of the holy grails of the game. Anyway, when you go on the internet and you get this red pill information, you can read some of these books and you can discern some of the information in it. Some of the game that you're going to pick up is because discerning certain type of information, because women change and so do men. So some of the information that's in these books, you can get hella game out of it from discerning it. Now, I rebought this book. Now, this is The Game by Neil Strauss. Now, this shit is dusty. This shit got dust and mildew and stuff on it. I tried to keep this book really good. And it's leather. And you can see that it's like the Bible. It's like the Bible. And it got the book marked and everything. And stuff. Because it is a Bible of the game. You know what I'm saying? Neil Strauss is one of my favorite, pickup artists from back in the day. I gotta put that book somewhere because it's so dusty. Fuck around and get sick trying to show y'all the game and shit. This is another good book. This is another game on pickup. Another book on pickup. I made sure I just grabbed as much pickup books as I can at one point in my life. I was a pickup artist, so a lot of the stuff that I'm telling you is true. And I can tell you what goes on. And I can give you the real information on a lot of different things. Not too many people graduate from this game. Listen to me and what I'm telling you, okay? Not too many people graduate from this game. But I like this guy, Robert King. He uses a really good and spiritual, you know what I'm saying, approach to this book. Really good book. Oh, that's the book I was looking for. I'm tripping. So there's another book that I'm going to probably show y'all. I'm going to do a part 2. It's a good thing I'm going to put these books to the side so I don't show it. I'll do a library part 2. I'll show you my library second half. There's another book called, from Mehow. That's a pretty good book that talks about micro loops and stuff and conversational stuff. Go get the 50th Law, too, from 50 Cent and Robert Greene. Here's another book that's really good. This is called Mastery. Okay? Step your library up, man. Show your work. This is from Robert Greene. It's called Mastery. I got like 3 different versions of this book. This is a really good book, and I think he talks about that. He talks about that. The 10,000 hours too. And this was one of his first books where he doesn't have the things on the side. That's one thing. I mean, I love the book, but he doesn't have the little things on the side that he usually does. So I don't know. I don't know what that be about. But y'all get this book. This is some of these books y'all gotta come back to read them throughout the years. And what makes it hard to read books throughout the years is this cell phone. So, but let's check it out. This is another book from my boy Jeffy, aka Jeff Allen, and y'all see him too on he probably on the advertisement that's on this page. My boy Jeffy, the 9 ball. He talks about the van and everything, bruh. And this is a book from Real Social Dynamics. I'm a part of RSD. Also, I've been kicking it with them, hanging with them all throughout the years for more than 10 years, man. So it's your boy Jeffy. Shout outs to Tyler too, man. You know what I'm saying? So the 9 ball, that's a really good book. And they come out with different types of books too. Shout outs to my LA player. I had to sneak him in here. My boy White Folks, you know what I'm saying? Ask a Player, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, supported him, you dig? Got some really good, some real shit, you know what I'm saying? And shout outs to Daryl A. Woodson. It's a really good book. And I got some books here. I don't got the one from Kenneth Derrick, I think Gentry, aka the Boss Hog Macaroni. I forgot. What's the other book I got? I got another book from Willie Garland. Shout outs to Willie Garland, man. That's my boy. But I even got some older books from Tariq from back in the day. The Mac Within. I know y'all gonna laugh at this. Tariq done came a long way. That's my boy. Tariq done You know what I'm saying? That's my boy. King Flex, you know what I'm saying? That's my boy King Flex, man. Like, y'all would never, he in this picture would never believe he would get banned from the UK after doing Hidden Colors, man. This is a really good book right here. I done bought this book about 4 or 5 times throughout a span of like, 10 plus years, man. Another book from his that's my favorite is the Elite Way. This is a real good book. This is before he transitioned on into you know what I'm saying, into the Hidden Colors stuff. He was pushing this book, The Elite Way. Then he was supposed to have another book that I was gonna get called The Game Advisor. I'm gonna ask him about that. And this is another book. This is the one that started it. The Art of Macking. But this is the 10th year anniversary. Okay, so if this book is the 10th year anniversary and this book is old, you can just imagine how the first one is. And I had it. I have all of those books. You can see who was... y'all be following these niggas, man. Y'all better hit my Cash App, PTR888. You can see who was really attentive. Also, I have the original book, but damn, I need to get the sleeve. I lost some sleeves to some good book. This book came out in the 70s. Called Black Players. And Tariq actually redid this book. He actually bought the rights to this book. And Richard Milliner or Sarah or Susan, I forgot. Was it Christina and Richard Milner? Yep. Christina and Richard Milner. I don't think they were suing him over it, but he actually interviewed Richard Milner, and he bought the rights to this book, and they did something. There's a newer version of the book. This one's from the 70s, and it had the pimp getting out of the car and everything. You know, I got the dollar in this joint. And this is one of the books too that is like a very, 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 very prestigious book on the science and the essence of the game and the ism behind the game and actual, you know, pimps and stuff like that. They took a real real introspective look into life and the lifestyles. Now, mind you, you know what I'm saying? We talk about all of that. So, you know, a lot of the things that I'm talking about, I can confirm my information, where I actually got it from and stuff like that, aside from just books, okay? This is another guy, and my bad for having toilet paper as my bookmark. But this book was like 1,000 to 5,000. He keeps putting up the price and putting down the price. There's a green one that I want to get that he got, but I got this joint. I made sure I snagged this joint when the price went back down to like $30-something. And this is The Art of Hustling. And he talks about the black financial survival. Now, he had another one that was for 5,000 or 1,000 plus on Amazon, and I got that one also, which is the book that you see in the background of this one, How to Be a Rich Nigga. Okay, he got a green one. All right, I'm trying to get that motherfucker too. You dig? So shout outs to Dr. You know what I'm saying, Rufus Shaw Jr. And we gonna keep it pushing though. But these are some really good books. You know, the price went up, price went down. And one thing about the game is that, like, if it looks silly, it's usually some real game. Game has a way of disguising itself and cloaking itself. You know what I'm saying? And real talk. Here's a $200-something book. That's a really good book. This is The Physical Game. This is from Ozzy. Now, when the Real Social Dynamics guys kind of split up from the Neil Strausses and the Mysteries and Project Hollywood and all that other stuff that you read in the game, they all became made men, and they all were men that freed themselves. But you know, with the pickup game, these guys became real men. But with the pickup game, you know what happened? This is a $200-something book, bro. You could barely find this. Okay, I'm showing y'all some hardcore information. Them niggas, they became made. They started doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them pickup artists didn't make it because the game became about exhibitionism. You really can't tell these guys how to get out there and just start fucking every bitch. You know, some guys are gonna be disingenuous. Some guys are gonna be asshole. Not every woman you're gonna run into are gonna be like the same or handle it. And then a lot of times they get drunk with power, because once you start learning the game and you get to know women and how they work and things like that, now it's like you get to be you all over again. But now you're drunk with power, and you also pass your red pill rage. So what happens is you start, you know what I'm saying, you probably have some vitriol. You probably mad. You probably like, oh, game on. Okay. Yeah, I remember you, bitch. You used to play me back in the day. What I'm going to do, I'm going to meet up with you, fuck the shit out you, and then ghost your dumb ass. Because that's what you want. That's what you wanted anyway. That's what you wanted. I know what's best for you. I know what's best for you. That's what you wanted. I gave it to you. Here it is. You dig? Or you may give her a chance. You know, you can use that power and get the type of woman that you want. One book that's really good too, and I heard my boy Ron Wills talk about it, and I had bought it, and I need to read it. I haven't gotten around to read this book. Is In Search of Good Pussy: Living Without Love. This is a really good book from Don Spheres, and a lot of these books, they're limited print. Like you not, some of these books you're not gonna find them. Well, you might find them. These are like 15. I done showed y'all a couple. I done showed y'all more than like $2,000-3,000 worth of books. I probably showed y'all even more. Them Robert Greene books alone, they 22 plus. Nigga, hold on. How much is this? Hold up. I don't want y'all to think I'm up here bullshitting. Damn, where'd I put that book? There's books all over the place. Nigga, this book alone right here, these books used to have the price on them. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what the fuck that is. Hold up. This artist seduction book by itself alone is $21. Y'all can read it right there. That's $21 alone. I done showed y'all a couple thousands of dollars worth of book. Oh, here it is from Robert Greene. But I'm gonna have to knock all of this other shit over. Hold on, y'all. And this ain't even a quarter of my library, man. My thing was, and the reason why I bought all of this shit was because if I ever go broke or hit the bottom, this is $20 too. So plus tax, like shit. If I ever get fucked up, I will have ample time to read and gather myself and get back on my feet. Because I'm a man of means. Man of means. That's why I don't understand why y'all be thinking these women can understand beta males and alpha males. Any type of man that's a real nigga, he gonna take risks, and them risks ain't gonna always land him in the places that he need to go, and that's a part of success. What y'all bitches need to do is get off the fucking internet and stop trying to tell men about themselves and go read this motherfucking book. This is what y'all need to do. You have bitches talking to you that never read this book and that hasn't retained any of the knowledge of this book. I got a lot of copies of this book laying around because you want to know why? Any girl that I get into a relationship with or deem any type of serious, I buy her this book and I actually test her this book. And all the copies of this book that you see I have, they're going to be fresh as shit. Because bitches, let me tell you something. And sometimes I reuse the same book on a different bitch. I do this all the time. All right. I'm very weird. Okay. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay. I give damn near every bitch I ever get into a relationship this book. This book will tell you if that bitch is worth dealing with. They have to read this book. And even after reading this book, they got to come back to you and talk to you about some of the stuff in this book. This book has so much truth. If she doesn't have a conversation for you, or says sorry, or pick something up, or go get you a gift or something, this book right here alone is the greatest gift you can give a woman. And this book right here alone is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Now there's a man one too. I got that laying around here somewhere. Okay? I'm giving y'all the game. Shout out to my girl Shahrazad Ali, man. This book right here. Also, I got a book that's like over $300, $400 something dollars. Now, this book alone, by itself is not worth $400 anymore. But this book right here, which is Magic Bullets by Savoy. And I got a whole bunch of different books. I got some more shit to show y'all. But we got a lot of we got hella game over here, man. Why be on these other people's side, man? Get your ass over to the motherfucking winning side, man. It's Player Talk Radio and it's Player Talk TV, man. Bring yourself over to the motherfucking winning side, okay? Stop listening to these niggas pump your head up with all of this nonsense, okay? When somebody tells you they know what the fuck they're talking about, listen to what this person is saying, all right? When I tell you some shit, listen to what I'm saying, man. I listen to people. I understand. When I tell somebody I know what you're talking about, I understand what you're talking about. Even before reading all of these books or buying all of these books, that's cold hard. Bro, do you know what it is to go get a fucking book? I didn't sit on my phone and just, let me click it. I got it now. You know what I'm saying? And even if I ordered it, I still made an initial thought to go get this specific book. I took money. I got $1,000 worth of books. I just showed y'all hella equipment. I got, you know what I'm saying? And by no means am I rich. I am not rich. I would like y'all to hit the Cash App and change it for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's integrity, bro. What a nigga does when you're not fucking looking. Okay? What a nigga does when you're not looking. When you're not looking, you know what I'm saying? You could judge people about what the fuck they do when your back's turned. So, you know what I'm saying? You can leave your wallet around me. I ain't gonna take shit. I ain't gonna steal shit. I'm very truthful. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I seen you left your shit around me, I ain't gonna touch it. Now, you can't say that about some of your own family members, but you over here sitting up here soaking up game. I done did shows. Go look at the show that I put out earlier today. Sitting up here teaching y'all how to use microphones. This is a $20 mic, son. And this is what I can have it sound like. This is what I can have it sounding like. Okay? My bad, y'all. This is what I can have it sounding like. This is a $20 microphone. Man, hit my Cash App, man. It's Player Talk Radio, man. We in the building, man. I'm out, man. I'm out. Slowly but surely, I'm getting over giving y'all high grade content. You know what I'm saying? I give y'all the game, man. I don't know. I'm dropping hella shows today, man. Let's get it, man. It's Player Talk Radio, man. I'm out. You know what? I say I'm like tired of giving y'all game. But in all actuality, sometimes I'm not. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. we got hella shows coming, man. So, you know, rewind that. Go get some of those books. What the fuck? Okay. Anyway, yeah, we talking on a $20 mic right now with a couple of Kuda's little tricks and shit behind it. But anyway, man, support the show. Go get those books, and you know what I'm saying, or get a couple of them because you're not gonna get all of them. All those books that I showed you on today's show, those are some heavy. You're not gonna get all of them. You're not gonna read all of them, and and even if you do, you're not gonna understand the game that's in a lot of them, or the prestige, or what those books are really about. But the fact that you can do that, that's a start. You dig? So anyway, man, it's DJ Envy. Sorry, no. This is the Breakfast Club. Good morning, like shit. I'm out, man. It's Player Talk Radio. My cat done seen something, and now I gotta go investigate also, cause curiosity killed the feline. All right, y'all, man. I'm out, man. It's Player Talk Radio, man. I'll catch y'all on tonight's show, man. We are in the building, man. It's Player Talk. Let's get it.